definitely bring you a sense of that report. But for now, I want to bring through Nana Akosua from Poma. She's with the Convention People's Party. I understand the CPP as well is wading into all of these happenings. Thank you, Nana Akosua, for your time here on the polls. So you're asking the president to equally take some immediate measures against illegal mining. What are your demands? Nana Akosua, if you can hear me, I'm just asking about the CPP's position on this.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, great. Honestly, I spoke to the minister sometime, and I did make our position, and I also gave solution. Just as Honorable Dike is saying, the problem goes beyond just the president. Indeed, I watched a documentary with the Joy News, and what I saw that day is one of the reasons for which I'm sitting here. In as much as it is a problem that we see that government has the authority and power to do something, I honestly think that the hashtag on No To Galamsey should not even be the hashtag. If we really want a solution, it should be something about poisoning, food poisoning, or no water for our children. Something that really would make people get up and act. This whole thing about Galamsey has now become like a slogan or a rhetoric that we don't mean. We just say it. We are using it for politics. The president has asked that we should not be partisan on this matter, that he's asking everybody to get involved and come up with a solution. And I'm hoping and praying that he really means that, because I'm giving them a solution. You see, for all the myriad of solution that has come out, for all the efforts that they did. Initially, when he came in, he banned Galamsey, all the illegal mining or small-scale mining. We all know what happened. Then there was a task force here and a task force there. We saw military men being killed when they were supposed to have gone to do something we don't know. We've seen the documentary that you brought. It is out of hand. At one point, my simple question, how do you send task force to a site that's supposed to have a license, and then that site has military men there, it has foreigners working, and then when they try to arrest the foreigners, the military comes in, releases them, there's confrontation. Clearly, there's no connection. There is some disconnect somewhere that shows that this fight against Galamsey is looking at it as if the fight against Galamsey. It must be a fight for survival. It must be a fight for our children. It must be a fight for drinking water. It must be a fight against poisoning and kidney problems for our kids. It must be a fight against childbirth, having deformities of childbirth. These are the things that we must be discussing. Otherwise, if we don't, we will lose the essence and the importance of what we are supposed to be doing. And that is why I'm saying this. Let me give the government a solution again. I gave that solution to the minister. I don't see nothing else outside the discussion and the limitations that they seem. Everybody seems to be desperate and yet anxious to solve the problem. If they really are desperate and anxious to solve the problem, bring this problem to the doorsteps of the traditional rulers. I, as a traditional ruler and a politician for that matter, understand, and also a social activist, understands the importance and what role, if it's brought to the doorsteps of the traditional ruler, what will happen? Simply because the traditional rulers own the surface of the land. They hold that land in custody for the people of that area. The government, or the president for that matter, has been given the rights to the minerals underneath the surface of the land. So he holds also that in custody in the rights for the people of Ghana. So whatever is found in my village, though the land up there has been given to my grandmother, who has planted cocoa, whatever is underneath there is given to somebody else, or a Chinese person, an Australian, an American, a British, doesn't matter, anybody, by the Mineral Commission or any other committee that has been set by the government of that day. And for that reason, That clear conflict, that disconnect right there is one of the reasons why we have had this Galamsey problem. Even if there's a total ban, like Steve, just as Odike is saying, you will not be able to stop the people who are mining in the water in the night, who run away when the whatever the military or anybody is coming. You won't be able to stop them simply because that land, the surface land, is under the custody and the care of a group that is different from the one that gave the minerals rights. That is the conflict.
Okay.
If we don't address that right away, we will not be able to do it, because even if you ban it, like we saw before, some areas in the night will be mined.
All right, then.
And when you do that, when you give it to the doorsteps of the people, and I'll always use my chief as an example. If it's in Doma area, we are talking about Osadifo or Tiadioyo Ajimambedi II. He has the entire Doma state under him. When he calls the people, his people like us, to a meeting, he calls them and says that, Meshemra, free from today onwards, if I find any river, any place, surface land being mined, because people don't mine, they don't use submarines. They bring excavators. It means that they come on the road. They get into a village. They pass through the water bodies are passing in villages. Okay. Every small little area of Ghana is owned by a family, given to them by Osadifo sometime along the line. Okay, and there is no way that if you did that, I give you, initially I said a year. And in a short period of time, a month, 2-3 months, nobody will be doing any Galamsey in the country. Okay, so because finally... his tool will be on the line, and my tool will be on the line, the next person's tool will be on the line, and nobody is going to do it. Okay, so finally, what are the next steps for the CPP? You mean that for the CPP in the area of the drinking water? And also the fight against illegal mining. The fight against illegal mining is simple. Just have the political will. Mean what you say. Once you have said it, make sure that is what you do. The first thing is to put some halt. We must put a halt. Indeed, I'm calling every woman hearing my voice, every single Ghanaian. Don't leave it to the politicians or to even the media. Get up and let's fight. This is a fight that is our fight. It's our children and our grandchildren. This is a shame to every Ghanaian. It is a shame to everybody who listens to me to allow Galamsey to be going on the way it is. We are talking is like the MCC, the MMDCs, it's the chiefs. It is none of them. It is the leader. Let the leader say today, as he said, I'm making an instrument, I put a halt, and I give everything and bring it to the doorsteps of the traditional rulers. It means that's what I'll do today if we had power. And there's no other way. Everything else is like fighting something, doing the exact same thing, and hoping for a different result, which you and I know is called insanity. We are just going insane, as if we don't know what we are about, because we have been having this discussion. It's now over a decade, and we are now, it's even becoming worse. Look at what happened when your guys got to that place. I was just crying. I said, my God, they could have killed them. And if they had killed them, buried them there, how would we even know? This is not acceptable. And so I'm here to say that whatever Odike is doing, he should continue. But I want the president, if he says he really wants it, and I believe that he meant it when he put the first stop, it's out of hand. He can't control it now. Right. Give it back to the traditional rulers and let's see what they will do. All right, and I can assure everybody that if it goes to the traditional rulers, nobody will be doing illegal mining. And the reclamation of the land, let's put the youth to reclaim the land now. And let's plant. Okay. Let's go back to agriculture. That is the only sensitive and sensible alternative for the youth. You can ask the traditional rulers again, what is the most important or any other alternative thing for the youth in that area? They will tell you. Is it fishery? Is it agriculture? What is it? Okay. But definitely not Galamsey. Right. Definitely. It doesn't have to be Galamsey, and that's why we're running with the hashtag No to Galamsey. You can as well join that call to action on social media with the hashtag No to Galamsey. But for now, let's thank Nana Kosia with the CPP.